face. That's not the best angle. Right now, I don't think any angle would be the best angle. I'm wanting to make a vlog that is strictly a medical type vlog. Maybe whining. There'll probably be a lot of whining in this video. I'll be talking about some medical stuff and concerning myself and my daughter. Not in super great detail. All that stuff is on different vlogs, so you'll just have to go through and find them. But keep in mind, this is my channel. When I started it primarily as a form of therapy, to get things out. Even if one person could say, oh my God, she has that too, and not feel so alone. And maybe, I would never tell someone anything but to go see your doctor. But suggestions and things like that, things that help for me perhaps, could help someone. And that's my goal, is for people to not feel so alone, especially people with a great amount, multiple amount of major medical illnesses. Sorry. I was trying to go to sleep and I couldn't. I've been having insomnia for the last couple of weeks, really. And then, of course, my restless leg acts up. I have restless leg syndrome as well. It acts up, and I can't really do much except take the medication for it. But anyway, it's just here lately I've been really I don't even know how to describe the way I felt. It's being depressed, but it's more of, I guess, just being depressed. Physically, I'm starting to go down, but there's ups and downs constantly with me. It doesn't feel like an exacerbation of anything, like my MS. It doesn't feel like an exacerbation of that. So I don't think I'm about to go through that. That was my last big thing. Didn't last too long that time, which was unusual. But we're still not 100% in check with the medications. It was just newly diagnosed last year, the middle of last year, about on the 11th, I see my cardiologist in Tyler. Can't wait to see him. He is incredibly talented and an awesome guy. And he doesn't seem fake at all. Every time I've ever seen him, he honestly does not seem like he's fake to anybody, whoever he's talking to, medical staff or patients or what. But I need to let him know about this congestive heart failure. I've been keeping track of it. I weigh myself almost every day because I do have congestive heart failure. It is not severe. It's in the moderate range, if there was a range. They do put them in ranges, but I don't know if it's mild, moderate, or severe. Because a lot of things that I'm diagnosed with later on, they don't change that. I mean, they change it to something else, or they just don't use it. For example, my insulin. I used to be on a medium sliding scale. I say that and hospitals are like, what? So then I just say this, give me this, you know, and they know what I'm talking about. But I can't wait to see him, not only because of the chest pain I've had, since I've seen him last. I go into the ER most of the time. It hasn't been for overnight visits, thank God. But still had a couple of bad visits as far as doctors looking at me like, we know what you're here for. Always happens, and I always tell them, you know, I have a note from my cardiologist. If you would care to read the note, contact him. He'll explain to you, you know, what's going on with me. That doesn't matter to some people at all. I mean, I just never understood that, really. Why would they say, and it's not just me, there is an epidemic in every country, in every world. Drugs are everywhere. Everywhere. And if people can manipulate the system and get drugs to go sell to make money or for themselves, they're going to do it. If there's a way, they're going to do it. But by them doing that, as any person who suffers from chronic pain knows, that affects every single one of us. Every single one of us. And the doctors who used to help us are scared to help us now. A lot of people are being sent away from their pain clinics that they've gone to for years. A lot of the doctors now, the strongest thing that we can write for is a Tylenol 3, and sometimes not even a Tylenol 3. I don't know the amount of codeine in Tylenol 3, but I think it's very, very slim. I think sometimes when you have medical procedures, they give you that. I'm not real sure. That's the last time I had it. I think I got a tooth pull. But it just messes it up. You know, it's almost like you go through a bad relationship and that one bad guy or that one bad woman messes it up so bad for everybody else. You're no more, you know. That's how I am anyway. But anyway, because I've got medications at home. If I wanted to sit and get high and get that high feeling or whatever it is, I've got medication at home. I can do that. I've had medication for years. I've got more than one medication because I also have some anxiety medication. And both of those are controlled, it sounds really bad, but controlled medications, which means I could go to jail big time if I took and sold them. I guess. I don't know what they would do to me. I don't want to find out. I need money. I need money so bad. I don't need money that bad. I need relief. You know, and I'm definitely not going to sell my kids meds. But, so anyway, I'm glad I got that out of the system. But, that frustrates me too. Because that makes doctors look at you, even people that they've known forever. I've lived here 14 years, since '04. So 15 years almost. And, I get a lot of doctors that's seen me a lot of times in the ER, even before I got the diagnosis, and had to have, I had one of my heart defect diagnosis, and the other one was a mystery up until 2013, and have a lot of other stuff, but a lot of them look at me, you know, like I'm a drug seeker, or that I'm wanting attention, or whatever. If they knew what it feels like when you're a kid, especially when Sarah was younger, because when she was a baby, I missed many birthdays, many Christmases, many special times with her. I missed them because I was in a freaking hospital. And my ex found it hard to bring her to me to see. It's kind of complicated. I don't like to think about it, but I don't know. I've just been really down physically. I feel okay for now, I hope, except for the congestive heart failure. Oh, that's what I started talking about. I've been having a lot of grief with that lately. I just had the swelling and all that just a couple of weeks ago. Well, I've got it now, and instead of 20 pounds, it's 25. So, and that's doubling my water pill. I called my doctor. He asked if I was doubling it. Yes. That's all we could do. Let's wait a few days. He's going to be gone in June or July anyway. They change out every 4 years when the residency's over. So, I like my doctor though. But it can be frustrating. I just want answers. I just want answers, and I just want to feel better. And I want to be able to feel good enough to help my daughter. It feels really bad when Sarah comes to me and she's having not a meltdown, but having some issues with friends. I mean, everybody has issues with friends, but you throw in the high functioning autism, it's a huge issue, a huge thing to her. And, you know, I'm hurting. And it's distracting me because it distracts you from everything you do. You're eating, you're breathing, you're whatever, and I can't help her feel better, and she ends up feeling worse. And it's like, well, what kind of mom am I? I can't even help my kid realize that whatever that was isn't isn't all that important in the scheme of life. You know, it makes me feel really bad because I'm the only person that gives that to her, because her dad is not encouraging at all. Unfortunately, he's not encouraging about anything. He doesn't even talk to her. He just buys her stuff. That's how he shows his love. But I didn't get on here to be a whiny bag. I'm sorry. I tried to make this not as long as some of them, so I do apologize. But anyway, I just had to talk. I just had to get a little bit out. Y'all have a wonderful night. God bless. Do something good for somebody. Take care. Bye.